Welcome to Automobile Center. As BMW had already dropped its R18-based baggers earlier this year, we knew it wouldn't be long before the Bavarian brand threw down an update for the K1600B. The sleeker, less traditional, more European, and more luxury-biased entry in its bagger class, powered by a silky smooth inline-6. Consider it done. BMW has just announced the K1600B and Grand America models for 2022. And while the models are being called new, it's really more of a refinement to the engine to meet Euro 5 standards. Of course, it's not just the K1600B getting those tweaks. The engine revisions were made to all the models in the K1600 series, including the K1600 GT and the K1600 GTL. Read about it here. But we'll focus on the two more cruisery bikes here. It's also worth noting that the Grand America, once considered its own standalone model in the series, is now what BMW calls an option package for the base K1600B. Which frankly, we always thought it was anyway, piling a series of comfort and luggage upgrades onto the base K1600. Both bikes retain their signature narrow 1649cc inline-6 engine, but as we mentioned, that mill gets a few improvements for cleaner operation to meet Euro 5 standards. Although displacement remains unchanged, the addition of BMS engine control, 2 NOx sensors, and 2 additional lambda probes are the main new elements. NOx sensors to optimize ignition timing and the lambda sensors positioned behind the 2 catalytic converters to better determine oxygen levels in the exhaust. The add-ons not only result in fewer emissions, but the engine doesn't even lose any power as a result. In fact, the claimed 160 horsepower peak now hits at 6,750 revolutions per minute, or 1,000 revolutions per minute sooner than before. Meanwhile, maximum torque is boosted to 133 pound-feet at 5,250 revolutions per minute, from the earlier 129 pound-feet figure, which BMW says will improve acceleration in the 3,000 to -7,000 RPM range. The engine also gets a new drag torque control system, MSR, for better control over rear wheel slip. And while we can't point to much commonality between the R18B and the K1600B in the engine bay, there is at least some spillover up top. The first comes in the form of the new, massive 10.25-inch TFT display all the new K1600s get, which we also encountered on our first ride of the 2022 R18B. It comes with integrated navigation, so there's no need for another nav unit. And if you pair it to your phone with the BMW Connected app, that's mirrored onto the display offering added features. There's even a handy storage compartment for your device onboard, above the TFT display. There are other electronic niceties to dig into on the K1600B as well: ABS Pro, ESA suspension, and even dynamic cruise control, multifunction buttons to control the heated grips and other settings. All are standard features making a return. But we're a bit bummed the new 2022 K1600B models don't see the active cruise control we saw the R18B, at least on the Grand America. Both new bikes also receive new LED adaptive headlamp as standard equipment, a welcome safety feature that effectively illuminates more of a shadowy turn and adjusts to the bike's lean angle as well its movement during acceleration or braking. And in the very nice but not crucial category, BMW has also dialed in a bunch of added light functions that brighten the immediate spaces around you when you're in darkness, and the bike isn't yet switched on. A welcome light pops on when you start up, and a goodbye light stays on when you switch it off, presumably for an easier dismount. Naturally, you get more goodies with the premium Grand America package, like BMW's new Audio 2.0 system. It's an option on the K1600B. The main thrust of the 2.0 system is that it's now integrated into the bike's electrical system, rather than being independent as before. It's also got several preset profiles, balanced for different scenarios, for instance, one for in-helmet audio, one for without, that BMW says offer a wide range of sound even at highway speeds. Another cool feature is that the radio antennas are integrated into the bodywork. To recap, The new features for 2022 K1600B and Grand America in addition to the engine revisions are the 10.25-inch TFT screen, programmable handlebar buttons, the new adaptive LED headlight, and the improved dynamic ESA, which offers fully automatic load compensation. The system adjusts damping forces electronically for the front and rear suspension for a more comfortable ride, and riders can switch damping characteristics with handlebar buttons. The new K1600B and Grand America option will be available in 3 color options: a standard color, a style variant, and/or with option 719. The base colors for both are Black Storm Metallic with a black frame, but you can customize from there. BMW says new wheels, seats, auxiliary lighting, and a bigger range of other accessories are ready to go should you want to trick out your rig even more. The 2022 BMW K1600B Bagger will retail for $22,545, while its up-spec Grand America counterpart will start at $27,745. Both versions will be available in February of 2022.